Welcome back. Apologies for those who were tuning into the stream. Arena crashed, so we're going to be doing some more bonus of this budget deck. So a lot of what we did on the channel when we first started off was budget build series, taking decks that were pretty much all commons and uncommons and slowly building them up as we got more cards. So going to be trying to do that same kind of series with the new set. But right now, because it's still first day of new standard, we're just going to be throwing together budget decks, so try to keep them as cheap as possible for Arena. So this particular list is built around drawing cards in Izzet colors, so blue and red. It contains 12 rares, 8 of which are the dual lands, which can be substituted if you're missing any. You can obviously play Basics or just like the life gain lands or guild gates instead. But the whole point of the deck is to try to draw cards, the second card each turn. So you're trying to either deal extra damage with Irencrag Pyromancer, or create fairies with Improbable Alliance, or buff up your Faerie Vandals. We draw cards through a number of ways. You have Spectral Sailor, Opt, Winged Words. We have a lot of flyers in the deck. Chemister's Insight, and then Crackling Drake entering the battlefield also draws us a card. Then we have Shock and Scorching Dragonfire as removal for the deck, and a couple of Saheelis just to get some more tokens in the way. I just want to check some with the land count, 22 lands. Sideboard wise, we got some Aether Gusts versus red and green, Negates versus control, Fry versus blue and white, some Lava Coils versus creatures, Narset versus heavy card draw decks, and a couple Flame Sweeps versus the go wide decks. So we're going to be playing it through some number of ranked games. If there are any budget type of decks you are interested in seeing, do let me know in the comments below. We'll look to try to do as many as we can in conjunction with the regular formatted stuff, so some actual competitive lists. And then once we start getting an idea of what meta is looking like, we can start obviously building towards a budget build series, and I'll do the three-parter where we take you step by step. But for day one, I like to get as many budget decks as possible, so people can build while they're still collecting some of the cards. So we are playing before Arena crashed, then it got me in this weird loop where it was loading the game, but I never actually saw it load. So this hand we can't keep. This hand we can. We're a ways away from... I think I like Drake over Saheeli, to be honest. We don't have a way to protect Saheeli right now. So a lot of what we've been seeing today, we've been streaming since 11. It's about 5 hours of streaming. Has been... so we're just going to play this out. This gives us the most card advantage. A lot of green-based decks. Oko is very good. The Great Henge is very good. Okay, so they had another Growth Chamber in hand, so it bodes pretty well for us. Because they can pump and they get around it. I think we could just drop a Faerie Vandal this now. Let's be mana efficient. I'm not going to block anyways. And then we can just start going from there. Okay, that comes into play tapped anyways, so we get a free kind of block here. Doubt they're playing Disfigure. And then when we get the block, we can shoot one of these down. Cool. So I can actually get some value here where we Faerie Vandal, cast Winged Words for 2. Sorry, I gotta replace my mouse. So we got 3 triggers. So we're gonna deal 3 damage to Growth Chamber. We get a Fairy. And then we got Dragonfire. They can adapt, but if they don't do it this turn, we can respond and then hit them with the Dragonfire. Questing Beast is obviously something scary. Yeah, I gotta change the mouse. My other one's downstairs. I just gotta rewire everything.
Close your eyes.
I just set up my new desk, so I had everything like nicely cable managed behind.
We're fit enough to survive.
This is a really cool interaction. The Vivian can basically pseudo adapt this. So we can go Crackling Drake here. So we got the card draw. I deal 3 here, and then the Vandal will do the rest of the damage.
Well, you're
Set up the scry. I think we're okay there. And then just take that. Sorry, I'm just gonna mute for a sec. My dog's
Anger
doing the
only
car
gets
engine
so far.
bark. Sorry about that. She hears me talking to people and thinks there's people around. So we're in a pretty good spot here. We got the engine going. Next turn, if we draw a land, we can Faerie Vandal Chemister's Insight. We have removal if need be. We can direct this at the face to get more damage with Crackling Drake. Okay, so we have a second Vivian.
I love everything from deer to dinosaurs.
So they fight there. I think we just preserve our life total. Okay, so we got a couple Vandals. So we can go face.
I'll return with larger predators.
Probably just double Vandal shock next turn. Probably is the safest. Take 4 damage this turn and then just untap Chemister's Insight and then go to town. So I think we're at the point where we can start being the aggressor. We have taken down 2 Vivians. This card I've been seeing a lot of today. A lot of these green based decks. So they're pretty much predominantly base green. We've seen some black in them. We've seen some green, some red for the Gruul based variants. 3 mana Domri's been seeing some play. I think we're fine. Just take the damage. If they had some sort of pump effects, we could have Scorchered. So we'll throw down the fairies. Just go face. So this makes all our things bigger. Yeah, got him. So just really out-tempoing the opponent there. So this matchup we have the Aether Gusts and the Lava Coils. Coming out, the shocks probably aren't as relevant. So probably get rid of those. And Saheeli seems bad. We're not really going to be protecting Saheeli. So let's just run it like that. We're kind of all in on, like that was a really good draw for us to be able to have all those creatures out at the same time. You're getting the full value there. And as soon as you can start stacking, because the cool thing you could do too with Saheeli is you can have her token become a copy of the Pyromancer. So then every time you draw for that turn, well, every second draw it deals 6 damage. So this hand's not going to do it for us. Okay, so I'll keep this hand. I'm going to put the Crackling Drake away because we're a ways away. Okay, so after this stream I got to go switch mice. So I'll pass the turn. I'm probably going to go Spectral Sailor here. Do we just take this as a trade? Nah. Because if we draw the land, then we can wing words. Okay, we don't. So let's opt. That's rough. So this is the new fire cat. You have the little fox. Really needed the second line there. Probably just Dragonfire. The fact that this is black also makes Aether Gust a lot worse. You know what? I'm inclined to take the 2 here to get Faerie Vandal to start growing. Okay, so we are going to have a hard time against that. Okay, I'm just going to concede this one. We lost this one here. They're going to get the Ceratops back. I think we run it back nonetheless. Being on the play will help. We just need to be able to get under. We might want some number of essence capture in the sideboard. What's with these hands? So very weird to have so many no-landers. Let's just get this going. Feel the quality of our draws where we have this versus we don't. So blue now would be the best. I'm going to take the damage here, it's just 1, and then see what they play out, and then we could always Dragonfire. Okay, so they see Brontodon. So I'm going to want to get rid of this, and then I'm going to Lava Coil the Brontodon, because this is the way we get enough chump blockers. Like, I don't think we want more lands, like we have enough card draw on the deck. So no, we need land. Jeez. The unfortunate thing too with the fairy, we can't deal with this Hydra just yet. So probably next turn we draw a second card, we can double block fairy against the Hydra. This deck also auto loses to Narset, pretty much. They probably just double. The fight doesn't make sense here. Okay, well, it's not the land we wanted. So I could Pyromancer, deal 3, but that doesn't really do too much right now. I think I need to opt. Want more lands. Okay, I got the land. Probably too far behind.
Civilization has crept too far.
And
Tear
now
it down.
if they split the difference. Yeah. Okay. So I think we need to account for creature decks that go big in this format. We're going to have a hard time dealing with them, like 5 toughness. So let's revise the sideboard a bit. Counter, target. Let's do Essence Capture. Not Bone to Ash. Oh my gosh. Get rid of Narset. Get rid of an Aether Gust and just play 3 Essence Capture. Against control, we're probably fine. It's just shoring up these creature matchups. Let's run it back. Saw game 1 before we went to sideboard. We had the advantage. This may be better suited as a best of 1 deck. The fact shifting Ceratops just houses a lot of our creatures is problematic. But we do have Lava Coil, which is a way to deal with it. So a couple cards that, like, if you have them, are clear upgrades. A Niv Mizzet could be good in here. 1 to 2 Royal Scions in place of Saheeli is probably where I want to be. I'll keep this hand. So we have all the payoffs. We just need the card draw. And with our luck, we will not draw another land, and they will drop Oko and smash our face in. There was a play to hold this up to try to catch them on the Paradise Druid. So they hold up mana. They shocked for it. I'm just gonna pass. I don't understand how we keep missing lands. I'm gonna up the land count. I'm just gonna concede this one, and I'm gonna increase the land count in the deck. Because it's come up too many times. 22 is not enough, apparently. So let's go down the Saheelis. I haven't been a fan. Let's see. What's the dual gain life land? Okay, let's run it back like that. Weird to see Paradise Druid in a flash deck. Like, they did get a turn 3 wolf against us, but is odd. You usually don't want to be tapping out on 2. Like, that's where you have like Quench and stuff like that. Let's see if the 24 lands makes a difference. The 22. We had too many hands mulliganed without hitting lands properly. Ready to go. Hopefully we didn't plateau after that first game. Yeah, keep this hand. So we want to go opt, hopefully find like a Faerie Vandal, one of our 2-drops. I'm gonna hold off till we know what we're playing. We might want to dig for removal as well. So we're gonna want to dig for removal. Ooh, Sailor's actually good. Oh, that's perfect. So here I can Sailor and Shock. Oh, that's worse. So, although this does turn on our ability, I don't want them to get card advantage. They're going to be more aggressive than us. So let's just set up Pyromancers. Probably going to take the 2, to be honest. This is more value to be out. They did have it. think we just set up double Pyromancer and we could control the board nicely. I don't care about the ground. We need to get the spawn off the board. There's some sweet cards in the deck for sure. Okay, so they tapped out. Some cool block here. Okay, that's good. So we winged words. That was actually awful. Cool. So we got him on the lock. Yeah, Izzet's always fun. Izzet's biggest thing is big green creatures that it has a hard time with, which is this entire set. So Lava Coils are good in this matchup, as well as Flame Sweeps, and I probably want the Essence Captures. Coming out, Faerie Vandal seems a little lackluster. I need a way to close out the game. Got 4 cards to cut. Scorching Dragonfire has the Exile. Flame Sweep. Probably cut a Winged Words. Maybe just the Insights. They're a little slower. I need ways to win. Flame Sweep catches up. I cut my curve down a bit, so let's cut down a land. Because we got rid of the 2 insights, we're not as high on the mana curve. So like this is another deck, like Izzet always feels like you could get these board states where you untap, you usually win. So there we had 2 Ironclad with just drawing cards. I'm going to keep this hand. So I'm gonna shock twice, unfortunately, which is not where you really want to be. But I want to have the Essence Capture up. This hand would be so much better on the play. Oh, I also missed land drops. So no attacks in the event that they have a creature. So no blocks. We can opt here. Oh, they go duress. So I'm going to let them duress here. I don't want to opt just yet. Okay, so Dragonfire is nice. Let's set up a scry. Oh my god, this mouse. Sorry about that, chat. So because they know about the Essence Capture, they're likely to not play pre. So we could just start getting rid of these. Nice Sympathetic. What'd you get Mythic with? Alright, so took him out. Got some packs, now I have the new set, and we got a Mastery Tree Orb. We got Narcomoeba, not really a standard playable card. Guardian Project. Mono red, mono blue. Oh, you just went the gauntlet over there. So we got Mastery Tree. Okay, so the payoffs are Realm Cloak, Royal Scions, Ember Cleave, Rankle, and Great Henge. Probably want the black one for Murderous Rider. Oh yeah, we're going this one. I want me some Arya. Let's spend our thing here. Was that not a ranked match? Oh, I thought we were playing ranked. Oops. Let's play ranked. Thought we were playing ranked. Was wondering why we stayed there. Yeah, I've played too much standard. So we're diamond like 2, almost diamond 1, just below mythic with Golos Field. Then standard 2020 came, and I was just like, let's try out all the jank. And there was a night where I lost 14 straight games. Just no matter what deck I played, I lost. I just got... It was one of those bad streaks, and I just never recovered, so I kind of gave up on mythic this month. Now I'm just brewing, so I'm happy. Yeah, keep this hand. I feel if you could get this on 2, you just keep. This could be Flash, Once Upon a Time. Ooh, Questing Beasts. Ah! Mouse. Mouse. I played against Esper twice today, and they didn't have it, so it's not as bad. I'd rather play this deck than Flash. So probably set up double Alliance, play the Swiftwater this turn, and then play Winged Words. We need to find another... Okay, so we got the second burn spell there. For Quester. We need a second red anyways, so... Let's just get this going. This will create us the blockers we need. We're gonna have to take the turn to... Because this can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. Our deck's got a bunch of creatures power 2 or less. So we got Sailor as well. I don't know what's up with Arena. Okay, so we got a pretty decent, because we can exile it as well, so Pelt Collector doesn't get the plus. Oh, and a Spawn of Mayhem. We are very dead. The trample's what's significant. Post board will be better because we have like the lava coils. We'll see what we can recover into. This gives us a couple. So we got Pyromancer. Just play out the land and say go. So I can throw everything in front of spawn. Oh yeah, we're dead. We're dead. These gold Spawn of Mayhem's seen a lot of play. We gotta bring Teferi back. Teferi laughs at those. Okay, so let's go Essence Capture. Lava Coils. They showed like a number of black... Probably just want the Aether Gust for tempo. Get rid of the Insights. They're probably too slow. Faerie Vandal. On the play we'll probably keep it. I need all the burn I can get. Go down 1 Shock. Go down 1 Vandal. Drakes we can probably steal the game with. So I gotta rethink this sideboard because like we end up Aether Gust we can get rid of in this matchup. They're not too many black creatures. I like the Alliance. Okay, let's just get rid of a Drake and another Vandal. We need to go off Alliance. We need to go wide against them. Once Upon a Time is dope though. It feels so good in Simic Flash to just be like, but wait, you activated my trap card. Okay, so I'm gonna go Temple first because I want to set up the Essence Capture on 2. And then this could kind of shape. We need some sort of action, but if we can draw out their hand. They probably bring in Ceratops here, which is tough. Okay, no more lands. The deck's been smoother though since we added the 24 lands. 22 just wasn't there. Okay, so that's actually really good for us. We have the choice of counter. I think we just want lands, to be honest. So play Swiftwater here. And then we can go Crackles next turn. That's too much power for us. So I'm fine here, because if they go Questing Beast or whatever, I have 2 shocks in hand. And then we could go 2 shocks. So I go shock. And then we have the other Essence Capture up. I haven't played with any Garrick yet. What was the card I was most... Actually, the Mono Blacklist was the deck I was most excited about. But I had to play Garrick after. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if they have a follow-up. They don't. And that's how we gotta beat this deck. So Essence Capture side has been good. We'll keep that in there. Probably go down the Faerie Vandal. No. Just run it back this way. Let's run it back. The fact they're going to be on the play makes it better for them here. So we need to figure out how to best combat that. Depending on how long this one goes, I'll probably play one more match and call it quits for the day. I'm going on about 6 hours now. Gotta edit some of the videos, get those up on YouTube, and then actually clean up around the house, eat some food. We have early interaction. I think we mow again. Okay, that sounds better. I like better to be able to counter one of their more reasonable threats. Yeah. Keep winged words to refill. So they can go Questing Beast this turn. Show me the beasts. Yeah. Essence Capture's been great. So I'm gonna go Island here so I can counter and opt. Take that. So let's set up our scry. Don't want the island. I'll keep the winged words. So we just gotta keep this alive, and then we get winged words depending what we get. Okay, so they got spawn. Got some powerful stuff coming down. Okay, so that's actually good because we can Scorching Dragonfire when they attack, and then also we're gonna have to take a little bit of damage here. Okay, so we gotta shock this first. The reason being it'll grow bigger. So let it take its damage. And then we deal 3 to it. That's winged words. Just set this up. Yeah, Pyromancer's good. No attacks here. So I don't really want to draw the cards yet because I want to do it with Pyromancer out. They're going to spend their whole turn pretty much doing this. Oh, they got Registar. But we can block Registar pretty well. Now we're going to take them off mana. And they're just going to have to discard out of their hand. The fact this doesn't have trample is good for us. And they're 2 green off from Vivian. And they discarded a Murderous Rider. What I could do next turn too is Spectral Sailor, draw a card, and then 3 damage. Well, they got rid of their Sailor. Alright, they call it quits. Took them out. For a budget deck, we're taking down some big ones. Escape into the Wilds. Or Escape to the Wilds. This was part of the Jund